Hey everyone, it's Drew, and let me tell you about the time I accidentally got a bunch of Adobe stock images. You see, they were advertising you could get 10 free Adobe stock images, and I thought, great, I need those for a project I'm working on. I must have missed the part where they said after 30 days they're going to sign me up for an entire year worth of Adobe stock images, which I didn't want and couldn't really afford. But there wasn't a way to cancel, really. So I wound up getting a new credit card just to avoid paying them. Please don't tell them. However, I did have a lot of Adobe stock images that I had available to me from payments that I had already made, apparently. So I decided, why don't I download a bunch of random images, wait a really long time, and then make a fun little thing out of it. So what I've done is I've scrambled up the images. I haven't seen them in over a year, and I'm going to pull them up and go image by image, and based off each image, tell a part of an ongoing story based off these dumb Adobe stock images that I now have. Time to put this waste of money to good use, am I right? So here we go. Okay, so once upon a time, there was a beautiful eagle named Angelica. And Angelica was incredibly fierce and loved killing things. Angelica also really enjoyed making floors slippery, and people would fall, and they'd be really hurt, and that's how Angelica would strike. She'd kill the people after they fell on a wet floor. This guy's clearly seeing an eagle about to attack him. It's some bad news. And Angelica would preferably take the people and make their meat into bacon and devour them that way. That was her favorite form of dying people. One day, however, she got a mysterious package. She had no idea what was in the package, and she opened it up, and there was the secret code. The code that all eagles know is the bad secret code that will take down all eagles. And so she went to a rusty area where eagles go for cover to have their secret eagle meetings about the code. But inside she found, instead of eagles, there were robots! Robots that had little camera eyes. And Angelica said, "Hey, what's going on here?" And the robot eagles said, "It has already begun. The code is turning eagles into robots." So Angelica had to stress eat some cheese because this is looking pretty bad. Angelica ate a lot of cheese in this moment. Then Angelica flew away. She went down a creepy tunnel that was in the secret meeting area. Angelica, the killer eagle, did not want to be killed herself by her robot eagle brethren. She had to figure out what was going on with the code here. That's when she met Boris, the fun prophet. Boris really enjoyed prophesizing and making you have a good chuckle. She said, "Boris, can you please stop drinking for one moment? I need to tell you something important so you can give me some advice." But Boris's thirst could not be quenched. Boris just indulged and indulged. And Boris and Angelica wound up going to a real cool club called Blink because Boris needed even more liquor. He'd run out, and Angelica was thinking, well, I am out of cheese, so maybe I could have a drink too. That's when they found the letters. What happened is Blink, the sign, fell onto the ground right as they were going to go inside, and they saw on the ground there were a bunch of other letters. And wait a minute, so I see the B and the I and the N and the K and the L. Is there an L? Is there an L here? There it is! Yeah, so they reformed the letters, and they realized that it didn't say Blink at all. It said, "Robot eagles are gonna kill Angelica and Boris!" And they both collectively went, "Oh, shit!" And so then they had to get away, but gosh, I tell you, Boris wanted to go one way, Angelica wanted to go another, and they just couldn't make up their minds, so they decided, I guess they're going to part ways, and I guess Boris is not going to be useful to me right now. That's when Angelica wound up in a beautiful lush green forest. And Angelica was going, wow, I haven't been in a forest for a while. This is real nice. Maybe I'll just eat some regular old things to humans. But all of a sudden, Boris ran into her ex-girlfriend, Jim. And Jim was looking real fine. Angelica said, hey, Jim, what are you doing in the forest, buddy? What's going on? And Jim just got right down to business, and Angelica was really having flashbacks of the times they used to share together. I tell you, oh man, what a forest this turned out to be. But then all of a sudden, Jim's son came along. It's like, hey, what are you doing to my mom, Angelica? Angelica's like, oh man, wait a minute, hold on, how old are you? And the kid said, oh, like 8 or 9 probably. And Jim said, I didn't want you to find out this way, Angelica. And Angelica went, oh shit! And that's when the police came and said, uh-oh, we got a stepdad hazard here. We got a stepdad hazard. But Angelica pointed out, well, I'm actually not the stepdad or even just the dad. I suppose I'm the mom here. Biologically, this is certainly confusing. But then the police took off their masks and, oh no, it was the robot eagles. Oh, geez, something's going to happen here. And yeah, they all had a bunch of delicious pancakes because Robot Eagle said, you know what? We gotta have some breakfast before we kill y'all. So how do you have some delicious breakfast treats? And of course, Angelica and her newfound family enjoyed these treats with much joy. But then all of a sudden, the gas came. The gas that knocked everyone out. You see, the pancakes were filled with this special purple gas. And the pancakes were also filled with the magic blue orb that transported everyone to Robot Eagle Planet. And Robot Eagle Planet was underwater, it would appear. And boy, was this not a great environment for the eagles. Especially robot eagles. I don't think robots do particularly well in the water either. But that's when they found the person that invented the code in the first place. Felicia. And Felicia was looking real crazy because Felicia's the one that sent Angelica the package in the first place. Angelica said, Felicia, what's going on? And then Felicia died because Felicia was too crazy. So Felicia could not properly convey the answer to Angelica. So that's not good. Angelica's very confused. But that's when Angelica had a tender moment with her son, as resembled by this mother and daughter that they saw a picture of on the Robot Eagle Planet. And Angelica realized I was meant to be a mother to my daughter. And the son said, well, hold on, I'm a boy right now. And Angelica said, no, not anymore. And the son said, well, okay, I guess. So the son was given a beautiful, traditionally feminine bike to symbolize this mother-daughter relationship, and boy, I tell you, the new daughter was feeling like a sprightly child. But unfortunately, Angelica couldn't pay the bills, because Angelica couldn't kill people anymore, because that was against Angelica's job, and so her beautiful daughter became homeless, and she could only give him toast. And I guess the Robot Eagles hadn't killed everyone yet. So, oh jeez, what an economic situation we have here. And, of course, Angelica was incredibly apologetic. So that's good, at least. I'm glad she was feeling sorry. Oh man, wait a minute. Felicia's back. That's Felicia, right? And I think Felicia's like, I guess I got tired with code, so I'm gonna be writing stuff now. Oh man, I did not see that twist coming. Okay, so, Felicia's back in the game. Here we go. Felicia's writing by hand a new special handwritten code that the robots won't be able to touch because it has to be manually written. This is crazy. Felicia's going to help save the day. But then the Great Winter began. And Robot Eagle Planet was underwater, so the water froze and everyone was trapped there. And Felicia was there, I guess. So Felicia was also trapped? Oh, man. So Angelica said, "Hey, everyone, get to the secret house that I built, despite the fact that I don't have a job and I can't afford to feed my family." And so all the important people got inside. Of course, Angelica was in there, and her daughter, and Jim, and Felicia. They all piled on in. And that's when Angelica said, "You know what? Just in case we all die, I just want to give you guys all some great awards." But Felicia said, "Alas, this award, it's exactly what I need to complete my coding journey." And Angelica went, "Oh, that's just great. Perfect." And so Felicia fashioned the trophy into a very special ink and wrote in magic gold ink. And that's when Felicia wrote the greatest terms and conditions that the world had ever seen, which was written in gold ink, of course. And it was absolutely incredible. But then it was so incredible that people were having trouble processing it. They were going, "Wait, this is beyond comprehension. I just don't know what this means." And humans were exploding, I guess. Because, I guess humans were able to access this somehow. Maybe they just fished it out. I don't know. But it was bad. People that read it in theory, they weren't doing too hot. And, geez, I guess Jim and Angelica were at it again, because they were feeling pretty down or happy. They were feeling something, so they went at it again. And that's when the soccer ball came. That's right, there was a giant soccer ball that the Robot Eagles created, and they went, it's time for some football, because they were from somewhere else. And so the soccer ball crashed through the house, and it was not looking good. But that's when, oh man, people started figuring out the terms and conditions, because it was digitized with a bunch of icons. And people were going, "Oh, I understand what this means now, okay. Oh man, there's a Robot Eagle Planet that's trying to kill the eagles. Hey, we like America, that's not so good. Oh, jeez." And so that's when they definitely, they were reading that terms and conditions like real closely at this point, because they could handle it. And then they were having trouble again. Oh no! Oh, I shouldn't have gone back to read the actual paper. Now my brain hurts. This is a grave mistake. So that wasn't good. But eventually they figured their shit out, and they decided, all right, we're gonna punch our way through the ground until we get to Robot Eagle Planet, which is underneath the Earth, I suppose. That's, all right, yeah, sure. The planet was just an ocean on Earth. The Atlantic Ocean? Yeah, okay. And they had to get their shots so they could successfully go to the Robot Eagle Planet, because you don't know what kind of diseases are going to be there. Also, it's underwater, so I imagine you definitely want to get your underwater shots. And so they found the headquarters. As you can see, the headquarters are above Robot Eagle Planet, which is, yeah, and they stormed the castle, and they started punching all the robot eagles to death. And, they didn't turn it back into regular eagles, they just started killing all the eagles. And so and that's when Garth the pickle hold up. All the people did not read all the fine print, and they didn't realize that after defeating the robot eagles, they're gonna be turned into pickles themselves. And Angelica is like, well, I guess I can eat pickles, that's chill. And Angelica clawed this particular pickle named Garth, and Garth went, oh, the horror! Oh no, what have we done? Why did we try to save the eagles? They were killing us this whole time. What's happening to me? And this last one, so okay, Angelica and her family is obviously living happily ever after, despite the fact that Angelica has watched her wife and son, daughter, turn into pickles themselves. So, Angelica... Oh, wow. Angelica realized this was analogous to being a boss in a bad company. And it was, she was expecting things out of her workers, but mistreating them, and, I mean, she was eating her workers. And this is all a metaphor for big business, this whole story. So the moral of this story is, guess what, guys? You gotta treat your workers fairly. Come on, they're working for you. How about you do a little work for them? So I hope you all enjoyed this grand tale. And, fuck Adobe.